Hello everyone. This is Prince, and this is my video presentation for this chapter. So for this chapter, the article that I chose was the correlation between study habits and academic achievement of high school pupils. This study was actually done in India. So the purpose of the study was to assess the relationship between study habits and academic achievement among high school students. So study habits are the methods that students use to study or to prepare for their schoolwork. And academic achievement is how the students perform in their schoolwork, which is often determined by grades or test scores. So now let's talk about the methodology. So they use a descriptive correlational survey and it had a sample size of 180 students, which had the age range of 13 to 16 from grades 8 to 10. The next thing we're going to talk about is the tools that we used. So they used social demographic questionnaire and then the previous year's academic progress report. That was the tools that they used. So the type of analysis in this article is the descriptive statistics, that is the mean, they had the standard deviation, and they had the percentages. But we're not going to talk about that. Right here, we're going to talk about the coefficient R, that is the inferential statistics. So they use the Pearson coefficient, find out the correlation between the study habits and the academic achievements of their high school students. Then they also use the chi-square test to find out the association between those two variables. So they use the coefficient R to find out if there is like any correlation between how students study and their academic test scores. So after the study, they found out that the mean study habit score was 78.81 with a standard deviation of 20.26. And now this is the most important part. The correlation coefficient R was 0.808, um, which shows that there was a strong positive relationship between study habits and academic achievement. So if you look at our graph here or our figure here, you could see on the scatter plot that that is showing the scatter plot diagram, sorry, is showing a positive correlation between academic achievement, which is on the y-axis, and the study habits, which is on the x-axis. So let's go back to the figure 0.808. So that correlation coefficient shows that there is a strong positive link between the two variables, that is the academic achievement and the study habit. So this means that when one increases, the other also increase. So if we look at our scatter plot, on the study habits and the academic achievement axis, we could see that there is a positive correlation or a linear line, like a linear regression line, like that connects our academic achievement and our study habit. So as the study habit increases, we can see that academic achievement also increases. So they concluded that the results that came based on the graph is that students with better study habits perform better academically. That was what they came up with. So to conclude, we can say that good study habits significantly improve academic performance. So good study habits can include notes taking, organizing study materials, and planning ahead. These allow students to retain information more effectively and they manage their workload, which ultimately leads to stronger academic outcomes. So at the same time, we can also look at external factors, the demographic factors such as gender, hobbies, extracurricular, that also influenced the performance. Um, because they build discipline, time management, and stress relief, all of which support better performance in school. Because if you are if you are having extra like good positive extra curricular activities, you are going to perform in school according to the study. And we can also conclude that poor study habits equals weaker academic achievement. So now let's reflect on this article. So consistent routines like note taking and planning improve outcomes, like I said before. External factors like hobbies and extracurriculars also shape academic success. So the personal connection, which is really important since we are all students, balancing studies with other commitments mirrors findings of the study. What does this actually mean? Let's expand on that a little bit. So what I'm trying to say is, like, on a personal level, me, for instance, balancing studies with other commitments reflect that when I maintain structure, when I'm disciplined while I'm pursuing this whole college thing outside of my interest, it helps strengthen both my academic growth and overall development. I think this was a pretty successful study, and thanks you guys for watching. I look forward to reading yours. Thank you.